On the 25th day of December 2021, I made a resolution to make bold leaps come 2022. On the 16th day of January 2022, I left home. The final year in nursing school was the toughest year for me. I mean, I was a ticking time bomb that was going to explode if peace was not given to what was bothering me. The constant question of what's next. I worried about how I would be able to cover the syllables that we had, I mean the Nursing and Midwifery Council syllables for general nursing students. When I wasn't worrying about that, I was worrying about how I was going to finish my project, how I'm going to get a job after school, what state in Nigeria do I want to work in, what specialty am I going to study afterwards, and what country am I going to relocate to when I'm ready to jackpot. There was a constant need to make sure that whatever decision I make is what I would actually want a year or two from now. I just had so many questions. What I wasn't getting were answers. It was like all my answers have eluded me, and I had questions for sale if ever you want to buy. Pre-qualifying exams came and I ate it. That was a very big deal for me. Like, it gassed me up because usually they tell us, you know the way they tell you in secondary school that mock is usually more difficult than WAEC? Well, that's the same way it is in nursing school. Pre-qualifying exam, that's hospital final exams, is usually more difficult than the actual qualifying exam, which is the licensing exam. So for me to eat my pre-qualifying exam, especially when it was tough, made me feel like come nursing council exam, I'm just going to give them distinction. A month to my qualifying exam, it so happened that my school was shut down. Like, where is the money going to? Why do we pay for all this and then we still don't have access to social amenities? We were scared because we were being threatened. We were told that if the nursing council gets to hear about what happened in school, our exams were going to be cancelled. We're not going to be allowed to sit for the exams. I didn't really tell anyone at home about it. I mean, just one of my uncles knew about it. And I told him for moral support. Of course, my brothers knew about it as well. And I was staying at my brother's place. So preparing for my final exams, which I had hope I was going to write regardless, at my brother's place was not really the best. I am someone who loves to read in solitude. I'm someone who loves to do everything in solitude. We had almost given up hope on ever writing council in 2021, but it so happened that we got called back a week to our exams, just the graduating set. We were rushing to finish projects, rushing to bind and submit. I was rushing to record videos of my classmates. I just wanted us to have something to look back on when we finally get to wherever it is we're getting to. We can look back and see what it felt like being our younger selves. Well, finally, exams came. A lot of us cried. I knew I cried. I wailed on my last paper. Like I was, you know that kind of cry that we cry. I'm like, Kata will be coming out of your nose. I was crying that kind of cry. Because Oski and Viva, they showed me shaggy. Oski wasn't so bad. It was bad, Sha, because a lot of those procedures, we didn't know them. But then Viva was creepy. It was like the interviewer just came for me. He was like, you, with your glasses, you look like somebody that will know book. I will show you that you don't know anything. And then he will ask the question. And then because I'm not sure, I'll not be like,
head up. Is they knew this thing, and cholera is in the system already, we know. But the cholera and the abora, you know, dangerous, and the abora too is something determination that the what do we call it, the contagious in it. It's a very serious contamination. That's contagious because of the bacteria.
Before you know, time up, and I'm like, God, what did that man give me? I cried. I felt so bad. I couldn't contain my tears. I mean, my mates were coming out of final paper. Everybody was happy. They were pouring water. They were writing on their uniforms, doing a lot of things, and I was just crying. The next question was, what next? I mean, the question I started asking myself from the beginning of the year in January has finally caught up with me. It was November 2021, and now I needed to give answers to the question I've been asking for the past 1 year. Well, I had a couple of things planned out. I wanted to start YouTube, and I'd written down that I was going to start on the 6th day of November 2021, but I uploaded my first video on the 5th day of November 2021. If you've not seen it, please check it out. It's actually pretty cool. You get to know me. Take photos, please.
You already. I'm not sure. No, that's part of the BTS now. You're going to add it.
Alright. First YouTube video! Ha ha ha! I mean, YouTube happened in a way I didn't know it was going to happen, because I knew zilch about editing or videography or anything. I still don't know so much. As a matter of fact, I'm like a total novice in a lot of things. But I had my brother. I mean, that guy, I swear, I don't know what I'll do without him, Sha. But he taught me how to, like, he shot my first video. He was the one that was holding the camera. Then he was one positioning and everything. Even the editing, I mean, he started and then he's like, you have to come and learn this thing, because if you don't learn it now, when are you going to learn it? If you don't do it, I won't always be here to do it for you. I'm like, give me, I'll do my thing. And then I did it. And then he edited. So yes, everything that I know right now, however this video turns out, give kudos to my brother, one. And then also give kudos to my friend that is standing behind the camera. Yes, so I finally joined the gang of, hello, welcome back to my channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Please like this video, give this video a thumbs up, get your friends to like, share, comment, throw whatever it is your thoughts are in the comment section. I think that's how they do it. But yeah, I finally became a gang member. I just heard that our results have been released. I mean, I heard this yesterday night, and it's the next day and my school hasn't said a thing about it. Well, we can't just go online and check our results like every other person can. Or I don't know if there is a process to do that. I have no idea about it. I've checked online and no one is giving me any reasonable feedback or reasonable idea on what to do. The only thing is that the schools have been directed to check the results of their candidates online as from today, which is I don't have my research. Being 16th. I'm trying not to freak out because 47 schools' results were withheld and are under investigation. We passed!
Hey, don't pass me no water. Bitch, pass me that handy. It's time to get daddy. Hey, this comes out of post. I hope you gon' float. Baby, don't choke. Hey, I'm on the drink right now. Got your bitch on my dick right now.
We had like 94.5% pass. We're really proud of ourselves. We felt bad for those of our colleagues that would have to come back and rewrite papers that they had issues with, but the overall performance was great. Next thing was getting a job and figuring out life. So I went to the village. I went to meet my guardians. I went to say thank you to everyone who has, like, one way or the other chipped in something for my education, and to just tell them that it all paid off.
So this is Abu's daughter, streaming live from Oju, Igiri, Benue State. Yeah, say hi to the family. Hi. Yeah, and this is Abu's son. You know what it is? AKA Genius, AKA David, AKA Abu.
So I started job hunting. There was this group I joined on Telegram, Medical Locum Jobs. I literally slept there. Like, I was always there. Like, if I get a notification, Medical Locum Job literally became like my boyfriend. Okay, I don't think I do that, Shabu. Let's just imagine I was that kind of person in a relationship. If phone just dings, I'm like, oh my God, who is that? What job advert? And then I saw a post for a nurse, a school nurse in Lagos. Accommodation and feeding. I said, okay, let's do this. And then I sent in an application. I contacted the recruiter, indicated interest, and well, she didn't get back to me again for a very long time. While I was waiting on that, I applied for jobs also in Abuja. I was supposed to go in for interviews, but then I didn't have my testimonial yet. I went to school. I was able to do my clearance. I got my testimonial. I did everything I needed to do. Then I was ready to travel to Abuja for the interviews. I mean, Lagos hasn't said anything yet. So I called all the hospitals that had invited me for interviews, and all of them said that they've gotten somebody. I felt it shy, but I did not cry. Because, like, why would I cry? I mean, I would always get another job. Like, nurses are hot cake. That's what they used to tell us. So that very day as well, after I made the call to Abuja and I was informed that they've gotten someone to fill in the slots that he had, I called the recruiter in Lagos, and she said the very day I was to travel to Abuja and invited for an interview on Tuesday, which is the 18th of January 2022. She said, can you make it? I said yes. And then I went to Abuja regardless. I went to my uncle's place and then I told him, okay, this is what's up. I got a job in Lagos and I have decided to take the job. You're worried. You've never been on your own before. I mean, how are you going to cope? Lagos is far. If anything should happen, we don't know anybody there. I'm like, guys, my mind is made. Like, there is no, at this point, you just need to like support my decision. You don't get to tell me no or yes. After much conviction, after much convincing, I think convincing is the word. After much convincing, he gave me his blessing. So I also wanted to see my friends. I wanted to see Anita and Stephanie.
Hello, YouTube. Whoa, Anita, where are you? Oh, yeah, say hello, YouTube. Say hello.
The funny thing about me leaving was that I didn't ask anybody for money. I was feeling like a big girl. Okay, I wasn't big really, because I sold my phone. I needed the money. I needed to add to all the money. I just needed to have all the money I could get, because I didn't want to ask. I didn't want anybody to tell me, oh, there is no money, please, you cannot go now. So just stay. I'm sure you'll get better jobs in Abuja. I'm sure you'll get better jobs in Benue. And then I said, I'm going to ask. If they ask me, do you need money, I'll say yes. But if they don't ask me, I'll just manage myself. I went back to Benue from Abuja and took a bus from Benue to Lagos. I left around 8 a.m. on Sunday morning, and I arrived around, did I say around? I didn't tell anyone that I was coming for an interview. I told everyone that I got the job. As a matter of fact, I told them that I was coming to come and show my documents and to receive my appointment later. So I got to Lagos. A colleague of mine stays here. She works here. She got a job fresh after school, even before our results were released. So she was already staying in Lagos. Her job paid for an apartment for her, or her job came with an apartment. I told her I was going to come and spend a few days with her, pending when I find my bearing. The next day was my interview. I went for the interview. Turned out they contacted 11 people for the interview, but just 4 of us showed up. I'm in Lagos, Nigeria, and this is the kind hat that what's that? So yes, this is the kind soul that lets me stay here. And I've been here for a week and how many days? It's almost 2 weeks. It's already 2 weeks now. I came on Sunday, I left on Sunday. And today is Sunday, it's 2 weeks. Wow, I've been here for 2 weeks, guys. You all should reach out to God. You all should reach out to her and send her money. Let's back on your account number. 20 92 17 23 13 UBA. But I'm serious, people should send her money a bit. The interview was a breeze. They said they'll get back to the successful candidates on or before the 1st of February. They expected to start work on the 1st of February. Anyone who asked me what's up, I'll tell them I'm resuming on the 1st of February. So by the 2nd week, I was freaking out. I was like, how far? Have they reached out? It's already the last week in the month of January. Have they reached out? What is happening? Did I get the job? Should I start thinking of how I'm going to get money to go back home? Like, I was just asking myself so many questions, and at the same time I'm telling myself that okay, it doesn't really matter. If I don't get this job, I'm just going to keep applying for other jobs and I'm going to get a job. On the 29th of January, I think around 4:30 p.m. my elder brother called me. He called me and he was like, hello, please, they contacted me, or I don't know, the recruiter, she said she's a school nurse, she called you for a job in Lagos. I said, yes, I gave them your number in case they're unable to reach me. What's up? He said, they said you were successful, or you should come and resume the work. I was like, I was so happy. I was screaming, I was jumping up and down, I was so happy. But then the funny thing was that I couldn't even call anybody to tell them I got the job, because guys, they all think I already have a job. So it was just I and my brother, because I told my brother knew about it, the friend I was staying with knew about it, my best friend knew about it. So I was just there. So my brothers, my best friend, and then the person I was staying with, like, they were the only people I could call and be like, hey guy, how far? Okay, and my other close friend, Bernadette. I was like, babe, how far sleep? I got the job. Like, congratulations, you get. But then I couldn't call my guardians, my uncles, and be like, yo, I got the job, because everyone's like, yo, you always had the job. But you get it. And I finally got my job. Yay! And I'm to resume on Tuesday the 1st of February 2022, and that's when I'm going to receive my appointment letter. On the 1st of February, I went in for the job. You know, we went through the whole orientation process, and I think on the 5th of February, I moved into my apartment. I count my job as one of my blessings, if I'm being honest, because I have an apartment, so I don't have to deal with Lagos traffic. Now that there is fuel scarcity, I don't get to deal with that because, well, my apartment is just a stone throw to my place of work. I literally just walk, and once in a while I'm being fed as well, so feeding is not something that I have to worry about. Like, if I am broke and I don't have any money, I know I can survive. And so maybe I'm going to eat maybe like once or twice in a day, but regardless, 24 hours is not going to pass without me seeing something to put in my belly. So I've just been really grateful, basically. I am super excited. I am super proud of myself for having this much guts, I mean, I am a people pleaser, so it took a lot from me to say no when I was told not to. But I'm glad I did. Omo, I was scared though. Ha. Do you know what happened to me? On the first day I got here, that night, guy, when we arrived around 11, so there was a taxi there were taxi men at the park, and then I approached one and asked him that, Oga, how much will you carry me from here go Egbeda? The man now said 6K. I'm like, Shebi is outside Lagos, I'm traveling. Like, how much did I come to the Lagos that you pay me out for me to travel within Lagos? You now ask me to pay you 6K. The man now said, how much are you going to pay? I said 1.5. He now said, madam, 1.5 no fit carry you go where they go. You know where Egbeda dey? Egbeda far, where? I said, no vex, it means I will just sleep for park, wait till morning, man enter bus, they go where they go now. So he was not like, make you just call the man where you come see. No be man you come see for Lagos. Call the man, tell him say the money where he send you don't finish. I say, do I look, oh God, I felt like pounding that man that day. I'm like, guy, you look me finish. I look like a person you can't find man for Lagos. Like, you don't start like you smoke something. Like, if you're a JJC, they will know. So you just have to like form Agbero, because if you don't form it, they will, oh God, they will milk you for what you are worth. But Lagos is beautiful, really. So 2022 is still young, and your plans may not be as life-changing as mine was. It could be something as simple as getting out of bed and taking a stroll, or breathing in the fresh air, smelling the flowers, stopping to smell the flowers. It could be something as huge as saying I love you to someone despite your fear for breakfast. But whatever it is, I want you to know that it is valid. If you want me to make a video on how Lagos is treating me and how I'm finding my job, let me know in the comment section. If you have any video ideas you'd want me to try out, please let me know in the comment section as well, because I feel like I'm beginning to run out of ideas. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm always begging. Like, I don't have shame. Please. Like, even if you don't have conscience, even if you don't like my content, yes. A friend of mine told me that my content doesn't cater to his need as a person, but because he's my friend, he will subscribe. So you can send my content to your friends. So some people will just be like, I just like the way she used to talk, or I like her complexion, her skin is fine. Like, a lot of things can make people just want to subscribe to the channel. So please share my video with your friends. I am shameless because we're trying to get this channel monetized very soon, so that we'll start making money. We don't have money, we're broke. I'm not broke, sha, but we're getting there. We're getting to the point of making money, not the point of being broke. Guy, I feel like I've been sitting down for like 10 hours, and I've finished the whole video, and you did not even tell me to go anywhere.
Just take it on your track. I guess you're not made to the ground. Right before the final round. On a path of rolling stones, where we journeyed for so long. Looking for you. Feel the fire in my bones. I think it's time to let it go. I'm a circle for you.